So let's go for Fear of Missing Out. We probably go for the Origins. This way we can cast it on the next turn. And we can do it later, so our opponent doesn't expect it. And also, if they remove Fear of Missing Out with like Go for the Throat, we can bargain it because it's still an enchantment. Well, that's rough. Okay, we have double touch the tower, so we can get duressed. However, they probably should see the play. I wonder if they will, but they should. Yep, this is the last touch the tower probably. So we can prevent one demon trigger, but after this we are kinda, you know, their mercy. And now they probably won't play removal. So let's go for the play. There is a chance now they will remove Fear of Missing Out. But, you know, it is what it is. Let's deal 3 damage, at least we'll prevent the life gain on this turn. Dredger's Insight. Not a bad card. Very slow. I will take it. This could be a bit of a mistake, but I think it's fine. Let's see if they remove it now. We already have activated Fear of Missing Out. I think we attack first and we see if they react. They probably have removal. No way. This is good. 4 damage with Annex in the board is pretty decent. So what do we want to play? I think Joshua is kinda okay. We need the land, which means we can play it first. I think we cycle only 1 card, to be absolutely honest. I think we just don't need Starting Town. Rest of the cards is kinda okay. Dredger's Insight is bargain fuel, but probably we won't draw more towards the towers, but it's still life gains. And that might be useful against the Annex. Fenrir is a nice draw. This is a solid card. Alright, I think they have removal and they just took the damage to get better selection at the end step. And yeah. Man, they're even paying life, so that means they have all the demons probably, and they are not really scared of like burning through life total. Okay, so it is a bit of a Dimir, just with annexes. But they're playing on demons. They have chorus, so it's probably not Excruciator deck. Alright, we need to make some solid plays. What do we have in the graveyard? We can just go Esper Origins, I guess. So first things first, let's start attacking and see if there's reaction. Like 4 damage a turn is not nothing. Especially that they are burning with Annex, and they risk that we might remove one of the demons, and you know, when they want to life gain on final turn, they will, you know, take 2 or 4 damage depending on how many Annexes they will have. So we will see. Bitter Triumph. Alright, and now they are discarding cards, right? I think they discarded Swamp. So, how do we play it? They are tapped, they cannot counter anything, so this is our turn. We could go Fenrir into Dredger's Insight. Not a bad play, I think we go for it. Let's take some basics. We have what? A lot. Well, 1 white mana. So we probably take white, just to be sure, in case we do, you know, summon or something. Dredger's Insight. Well, we definitely do a lot of those. Going for Bahamut doesn't make too much sense here. I mean, theoretically we could cast it if this survives. But if we hit Yuna, it will be just bad. So I think we just go for this. Like if we hit Yuna on the next turn and I will take Bahamut from the graveyard, that would be such a fail. Especially that Bahamut can answer Annex, which actually would solve the game for us, probably. This Annex is like the biggest threat right now. They have the Sanctuary, they have Ritual Chamber, so we know that at least 2 demons are here. And they probably go with the big one. Yep, here we go. I just need to top the Yuna and we are fine. Well, Get Lost. A little bit late. On the last turn we could prevent the demon, but you know, it's something. And we can double play on this turn. Man, this will be such a problem because I cannot answer this demon right now. So I think we unfortunately need to waste this card just to get rid of this. Of course we would prefer to kill Annex, but then we probably die soon. Let's attack. We basically need to try to out-tempo them, because every time they go for the demon, it's like most of their turn. If they lose this, they cannot use map tokens unless they have another creature. So a little bit rough for our opponent, hopefully. And they want the creature. Nope. Maybe we just go Esper Origins and try to hit Yuna or something. This seems like a decent play. Terra. Or just Overlord is nice but pretty slow. It's 4 damage only. This can give us a good draw, so maybe we double spell. Not amazing, but I'll take it. And we'll see, we can still draw Yuna on the next turn. So this will be a very risky turn for us. Our opponent might go for another demon, now we don't have the answer. Unless the demon is Sanctuary, then we can go for the Overlord and buy some time. Oh, it's been a while since I've seen this one. So this is a removal, it turns this into a treasure. If we had Bahamut, we could actually play it with this treasure, because we would have exactly 8 mana, right? So if we draw a land from the top, we could cast Bahamut with this. Or we can just remove this and we get it back, right? It's as long as it's in the battlefield. Yeah, for as long as this creature remains on the battlefield, the permanent becomes a treasure. Oh, Bloodletter. Well, this is a problem. That will be a ton of damage. But this is something we can destroy with Overlord at least. Not the best draw. So I could double spell if I played this as a land, or if I sacrifice this, which isn't perfect. I really have to kill this Bloodletter, but the problem is that they continue dealing damage probably, and there's not much I can do about this one. Maybe just mill Terra, cycle Terra. I think we have to go for it, man. Because that creates a threat, so if they don't have removal, there is a chance. And, oh man, do I really go for it? There's no way it works. What are you? Nightmare. Let's go with Nightmare then. Because we actually interact. I mean, we could play this. You know what? Let's go. I think this might be the best play. I'm sorry. Esper didn't have the best time of its life here. And now we are getting the big stuff. Summon. We have 8 mana. But everything is flying, so this might actually be too slow. I think we'll try to hit Yuna. I think this is a little bit better. Because when we play Knights, they will probably kill us. We need to tap fully on the next turn, and they will probably play a lot into the board with some demons. Sacrifices a creature. Alright, let's go for this one. And let's see what the next play is. They need to tap all the remaining mana for Sanctuary. I'm trying to think if we are in a good spot and can we win this game. It definitely feels we are super behind with Annex. But right now, our opponent is under a lot of pressure. Duress will hit inside unfortunately, so that helps them a little bit. But if we don't have cards, we can draw a card with fear of missing out, because we'll have empty hand. And they need to tap all of those lands if they want to go for the demon. Unless they want to go to 10. And this is literally the last card. If they opened with Lily, maybe they don't have targeted removal. Man, they're actually going for it. Which means we attack with Overlord and we deal 4 damage. Alright. Oh, and this is the answer. Oh man, this is so much, but they took a ton of damage. Can we do it? We can deal what? 9 damage. Not exactly enough. They want to go another Liliana. So we could bargain. Destroy the sanctuary. Okay, I think we have some place. Nope. Because right now we need to have empty hand, so we see our next draw. Let's play Fear of Missing Out and see exactly what we get. Oh, another one! Bro, that's pretty good. However, we probably won't hit the 2-drop. We're taking... Man, if they go for the demon, this will be 4-6 damage exactly. So we probably need to kill one of them. Which means we play Fear of Missing Out. It also gives us a lot of creatures, so Liliana isn't doing the thing. Bro, I can pay 1 word and the 2... This is literally perfect. Alright, so how do we do it? I think we go face. Okay, this is important. So we deal 4 damage to Larcenist. That means we are not dead, we have 2 blockers. And they will play it, but we will get the card, so they will discard something. But that also means they need to discard themselves. So yeah, I think it's face. I think it's not Lily. Right? Yeah, it's only worth 1. Man, that got me a little bit scared. And let's go for the white mana. Man, we are doing really a lot here. I think we can win this. Yeah, even if we hit something, we might life gain just a little bit. And we fill the graveyard, which is also nice. Well, not... Okay, this wasn't the perfect hit. I really wanted a creature, but somehow we don't have one. Let's go for the forest. They know about it, so I guess we just play it. Alright, so our opponent can activate the demon. We can block it. So it's guaranteed 3 damage. And we can sacrifice 1 Fear of Missing Out to Liliana, and the second one Chomp blocks the Sanctuary. And then we can counter-attack. 9 is super important, because right now we deal 5 damage with this, and 4 with the effect. So this is literally lethal. On Overlord itself. And if they didn't remove it last turn, instead playing Lily on the sacrifice, that probably means they don't have removal. And they drew some, they got some extra cards with Annex, so they have a bit better chance. I kind of want to block like this. If I double block, I mean, if they have removal, they just kill the Overlord. Maybe it's better? Alright, I'm taking the risk. Because if they have removal, but they might have a cut down. So cut down doesn't hit this, and it perfectly hits this. I think they have a cut down, but I'll take the risk. See, now they lost the demon, and now this saves us 2 damage. And they need to solve all of this. And they probably have only one answer. Demon War. So they have a demon. If... What? Did they scoop? Alright, listen. I think we played it pretty nicely. Man, we stole this win. We could go for starting town. Yeah, I think this is good, because then we avoid having a tapland. We don't have Surveil, but I think it's more important to just, keep curving out, and we can play turn 3 and turn 4 with no interruptions. Our opponent is going strong with Overlord. Where's your Up the Beanstalk, bro? Let's go for this one. Man, this feels so weird when there's no Up the Beanstalk in any of the deck, and they need to, fight for the value. So, we could go double Overlord, which is really nice. No, we just go for Fear. Because we can play Yuna in 2 turns and just reanimate Overlord. I think this is just better. We still need to hit a land, but we have 2 ways to hit it. With Dredger's Insight or just Fear of Missing Out. And I have to say, this deck feels very powerful so far. They are going... Okay, so basically they are playing like Up the Beanstalk build without Up the Beanstalk. So far. I wonder if they play Leyline. They probably do if they go for Overlord. Alright, so this is probably their removal of choice. We actually cannot attack with this into 2/1s. So either we remove both, but we cannot on this turn. Yeah, I think we just go for this. We start impending and we go from there. So one goes away. Second, guards very well. I don't want to lose Terra to this token, so we will chill, especially that we have 1 mana answer to this. And now maybe this will be a big turn. Nope. I wonder if they play talents. They have a ton of tokens. Even the green Overlord creates a token, so it triggers the talent. So yeah, I think they do. And that's a very interesting attack. They can double block with 2 rabbits, but that means they need to pay 2 mana and also lose all the tokens. So that's a very interesting choice. We can drop Yuna. Alright, I will actually attack here. Because if they will go for this play, I'm super happy with it. And this one is not enchantment, so we are not missing on the cool effects. Because it's not enchantment creature. Alright, they just took the damage. Love it. That's quite a lot. And they cannot remove it because they have 3 mana and we have War 2. Man, this card is insane. And I believe we have 1 red Overlord in the graveyard. Okay, what's the play? Get lost on Terra? No. Are you... Come on! Oh my god, this is so mean. This is so mean. Oh man, they actually waited for this play. It's fine, it's fine. You know, just Graveyard Exalt every game basically. We'll just go with it. So they are still kinda losing on board, but it will probably change when those Overlords flip. So then we might be in some trouble. But don't forget, this is not rest in peace. Like, we can just fuel another graveyard with another Dredger's Insight or Fear of Missing Out and we get the stuff. So I'm pretty happy with it, honestly. Alright, how do we do it? I could get lost over. So which Overlord is more problematic? Probably the white one, because it creates the board. This one only creates mana, so if they don't draw anything, mana doesn't matter. I really want to go with Dredger's Insight. We could also Fear of Missing Out and just reanimate this. There is a chance they have another flanker. Okay, I think we go like this. We get rid of flanker so they don't have easy attacks. I will attack with this. Do we get lost? I think we keep get lost for the other Overlord. If they double block, I'm pretty happy with it. Man, this will be incredibly close. Don't forget, if not the flanker play, would already have a full Overlord with Ward and Trample, Lifelink, everything. So that would be way easier. Let's see if they want to go for the double block. They do. That's nice. They want to save the Overlord. That's fine. Terra already did the job. And we even have a creature in the graveyard, but it's not enchantment creature, right? Yeah, it's not enchantment card. I think we go Fear of Missing Out. But man, they have exactly 3 mana. Is that flanker? I don't think so. There was no priority. Oh, this is so good. Alright, alright. So we are getting the thing. I will keep Get Lost. I think we are in decent spot. And now we can get rid of something else. Probably the Moth, because we cannot kill anything else. Bro, we are getting the lifelink because this is the source. Man, this is such a powerful strategy. They can swing. To be honest, we could just trade and try to go for the value because they don't have up the Beanstalk. But I don't mind lands too much. It's slow. They are not getting too much out of this. And they still need to have a blocker because we can raise them incredibly well. Let's see. They only have 2 cards and over. Come on, man. This guy just has everything perfect to punish every play we are making. Oh man, I did not play around this. That's incredibly bad. We can solve it though, so it's fine. And don't forget we also get this Overlord on the next turn. But man, what a play! Our opponent is playing extremely well. They're reading us like a book. But now we got rid of the last Overlord. Now we can go Dredger. Oh, but we will miss 1 mana. I need to hit the land? No, but I'm taking Yuna with this, if I can. We have still 3. I guess we are getting this. Let's go for Dredger's Insight and see what we get. But if we hit Yuna... Okay, Esper might be nice. Okay, fear of missing out because we are soon running out of cards. And let's go for the Origins. Surveil. This one isn't the worst, but I think we have stuff that is better. And let's see, can we hit? We have a ton of permanents here. And we probably play a tap land on this turn, and then forest into fear of missing out. We might also cycle a forest. So now we have probably the better Overlord. A 40 is kinda dead draw. The last card is all they have, man. Like, if this card isn't good, we can be absolutely fine. They don't even want the green Overlord, they need something stronger. Alright, let's see. Well, this is something stronger. That was really quick. And our opponent plays extremely quickly. They know their stuff. So we could double block, which is probably the way. They will take the Overlord, and we are left with Esper, probably. I'll take it. I think we take it. I'm not playing around removal. Like, I think there is good chance that we get the trade. So basically they lose an 8-7 and we are losing a 5-5. So, you know, good trade for us, pretty much. Torch the tower, definitely not what we wanted. But might be useful against Elspeth later. Alright, I think we are in decent spot right now. Let's go for Fear. We need to use this mana, of course. And let's see what we draw. Another land. And you can still go Esper after this. We want as many creatures as possible, so Elspeth isn't very threatening. We discard a land and get something better. Fenrir. Fenrir is also nice, but I think we go for this guy. I probably should attack first, but I don't think it will matter super much. Enchantment. Like Dredger's Insight? I think Terra should be great. Alright, I think we're in decent spot. Our opponent life gained quite a lot, but it will change after a single turn. Like, we might be close to lethal with this board. Don't forget we attack twice, and we also get the chapter 3. Oh my god, are you serious? That was the last card? I tell you, this guy just has every card to punish us like 100%. They cannot play Elspeth, so that's a good thing. I still think we can win. They don't have enough. They need to draw this into a really good card. So let's go for Terra. And let's see what we can hit. Oh, I've seen some big cards. Summon. We have enough mana with Fenrir. But we probably want Fear of Missing Out. This target's only of value 3 or greater, so this is a nice target for them. Alright, I will go for it. And I think we just go Fenrir, and we can even bargain. That should be good. Double 3-drop, so they will have selection. They're life gaining a lot, but we're fighting for the value. And they're super close to whiffing completely. Let's go planes just to make sure we can play it. I don't want to risk. Here's the token. Will also be annoying, that's for sure. Especially that it's a 4-4, so it doesn't die to torch the tower. But hopefully you can get into Elspeth. We're 25, so probably they cannot race us. At least not for now. But this card is all... like the most important part. This is destroy effect, so they cannot go for the Knights of Round. We take the damage. We also get the counter, which is nice. Alright. I think we just go for it, man. Our opponent will probably double block. Man, they will get a lot of life, but there's no way they will do another Sunfall, right? Surely. We could also torch the tower and go for all the other cards. If we expect a Sunfall. Because we would get double. I think this is better, so we'll just go for this play. But first we attack. You know what? Maybe we just can answer Elspeth. If they double block one creep. Alright, they are sacrificing. So that's nice because they're not making any progress in the board. There is no way this is Sunfall. Come on. There is no way. So this is a 4-4, gets the counter from Fenrir. And now we will get like infinite stuff basically every turn. They will live gain a ton, just to be clear. But moment they whiff on like sweepers and they really shoot, this will, you know, get them very quickly. Basically each of those tokens gains them 1 life and then hits for 2 lives. So they're at -1 after first turn, but on each token. And this one hits even harder. So we are at 17. I don't think... I knew, I'll be honest, I knew they have it. Like, it was like, this is a random card from the top, right? Of course it's Sunfall. Oh my god. Honestly, if not like 3 insanely good cards by our opponent, they would be completely out of the game. Now they are getting the lead slowly. And I cannot kill Elspeth anymore. We still have plays, but... By the way, it all started with Flanker, I believe, right? That's the game, yep. So what can we do here? We can go for Yuna. Yeah, I still think we have plays, man. But this, man, we need to get it on this turn. We still have some. Let's see what we get. They are both 7-7? Oh, right, because they got doubled. So that will be a bit of a problem. We need to get the big stuff. Oh, I whiffed. Bro, I think we just lost. Like, there is big difference in how we draw and our opponent is drawing right now. I think with this we won't have enough power in the board. I guess I can still cycle 1. So let's try. But those 7/7s will hit us really hard. This one card got them basically like 10 cards. Like, Knights of Round would do everything here. So, yeah, we have to go for this one. We also cannot block, so it's... I think it might actually be lethal. What do we want? We can discard 2 cards. It's probably okay. Because everything will be tapped. We can try to interrupt with Torch the Tower, so that's something. Man, I think that's it. I honestly think that they will have enough power with this play. Man, I think they got it in like 1 or 2 cards from the top. Because I really hope they won't get it. Like, my whole game plan was that there is very low chance they will draw it, and I still felt that they will probably draw it. It's still not lethal, actually. But the problem is that we cannot answer this. So I can kill 1 of them. That prevents the lethal. And this is 18 damage and we have 19 life. But the problem is, what do we do after it? I don't have a good answer. We cannot kill them. We cannot make enough blockers because we still need to attack Elspeth, so that will take a lot of, you know, our resources. And everything is tapped, so even if we draw a ton of cards, we still won't be able to block probably. And we need to get rid of Elspeth so they don't get flying. Man, I don't know what to do here. I actually don't know what to do. I think we are done. Let's see what the cards are. Maybe we get something that I didn't think about. But I actually think that's it. Let's try. But the deck is so good, man. I cannot get rid of this. Bahamut would be close to answering some stuff. With Yuna we can get some live game, so that I think we have to play Yuna. I'm not sure if that's good enough, but also a creature will leave the graveyard. Everything of course got exiled, but I'm pretty sure we have at least one summon in the graveyard. I think, oh yeah, we have the Overlord. Alright, so maybe, man, with Overlord we can also live game. Man, there might be a chance. So we swing like this, we end up this guy, and we attack again. Well, in which case we can just go face, I guess. Unless they have a, you know, a removal. Okay, I'm not risking it anymore. This guy usually has everything, so I'm making sure that we are doing it. And this is probably the biggest creature for this turn to attack. Without summoning sickness. Everything is worth it, but they have to know. I kid you not, this guy literally has every single card. Oh my god, okay, like, that's it. Like, there's... Bro, you won't beat this guy. Not with those draws. Like, I cannot make blockers even. Every single play, we made the whole game. Guy just draws a card, here you go, that doesn't do anything. I don't see an out here. I actually don't see a single out. Alright, our opponent definitely got this win super hard, but I'll be honest, even though we lost, as a normal matchup, it's incredibly rare to see probably this type of game when your opponent has like 5 perfect answers in a row. I really want to hit a land. Let's go. We also might get some live gain. This could be a landfall deck, so... Man, that would be pretty close if we missed. So do we go for the forest? Let's go for the Verge here. I could go for Yuna, but I think we have so many ways to find something that we should be fine. And I need those lands so we can curve out, as you can see. Alright, so they probably cannot remove the creature that we will play right now. We could just play this and discard all the Esper Origins and, you know, Bahamut probably. Let's go like this. This will set up quite nicely. We already have the 4th land, and as you can see, we went from directly to close to 4 and 5 because we want to hit Yuna. Like, we're at 4 and hopefully we'll get to 5 on the next turn. Oh, this could be a poison deck. Huh. Interesting. So we swing and we see what happens. Our opponent has an instant. So that should be a protection spell probably. I will try to go for the board so they cannot attack. And try to waste this mana that they're obviously keeping for something. Yeah, let's go for this. We still have Torch the Tower, we can bargain it. And maybe they will, you know, tap out. Perfect. Bro. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I didn't expect they will be so greedy, but I hope they will be. So now they lost all the pressure. They got some poison triggers, but that's it. And now we are going absolutely crazy. Let's go for the Overlord, I guess. We live gain. The live gain doesn't really matter for this matchups, which is unfortunate, because with this board and the Dredgers inside, we would probably be very hard to kill. We can go for the Overlord. That's 4 damage. Kinda perfect, honestly. Yeah, let's go. We also have Impending. 4, we keep the board clear, and that's already 7. Man, this deck is working nicely. So we are getting the Overlord later, we already have huge board, and we didn't even go for the real game plan of Yuna into Bahamut. So, and we also have all those Esper Origins, so the value in this deck is absolutely ridiculous so far. Alright, so this is the first turn when they can try to do stuff. We could exile, no, we don't have enough. We could swing and just torch the tower. And then what? Well, then we don't have place. Alright, I will go like this. because I still want to play something else. We're at 2 poison, so we shouldn't be super threatened here. And they went for the trade. Love it. I think that means we go for this guy. We probably need the 5th land. Dredger's Insight is not super important here. Alright, way better. Way better. And if that was red mana, we could even torch the tower. But right now our opponent is kinda forced to keep defending. This will flip soon. And they cannot defend and poison us at the same time, probably. Outside of Drowning Ichor, but it's only 1. So that means we swing. And yep, Yuna enters the battlefield. And this probably will be too much. So let's go. Bahamut. Oh, I should go for Knights of Round. I actually didn't notice that we already have it. And our opponent is out one way or the other. Alright, so we're going first. The mana is as wonky as humanly possible, but we have Surveillant and Fenrir, so I think we can chain it. Jack of the Shadows. Alright. Already like the guy. So let's see the color. Man, it's so incredible when you don't see red every single game. It's almost like you have more than 2 decks in Standard. It's crazy stuff. Man, it makes me so happy. And we got a lot of starting towns. Alright, let's go Fenrir. We definitely have a lot of work to do. And this will probably die instantly. But we get the land. And I think we go for the red. We have green, we have white. So let's go for the red mana. Should be okay. We have double red on the Overlord, so I don't want to super pay myself. Like, paying 2 life for each Overlord is a little bit on the rough side. Can we talk about this card against us? Why would you play a card that messes my game plan super hard, literally on the turn when I want to go Yuna? That's just mean. So what can we do here? I honestly think we go for Chandra. I mean, we'll just create a lot of stuff, you know? And we go for the vehicle.
If this is a competition, I could win on an...
And first we need to go into combat phase. I wanted to use map token, but first we need to go like this. And you know what? That's free value. Every single turn. Let's try to draw something really cool. Like a land. Nice. This actually helps. Like, we need lands for the next turns. And I hope they can't remove and Planeswalker with Get Lost right now. Very often you don't have it instantly. Okay, man, I think we are in a decent spot, even though our opponent is literally playing a hard counter to our whole strategy. Like, we cannot reanimate with Yuna, that would already be happening. However, now we can continue. I think we just go Overlord into Torch, the tower? Or maybe just go for this. We can take 2 damage if anything. Let's go for this one. So they need to answer it immediately. We also sweep the board just a little bit. We can use this to crow. And we create another. Man, I'll be honest, I think I literally play for the first time with this card. And I have to say, it's creating kinda insane value so far. Bro, this was 6 damage out of nowhere, and they're still here, and we have ways to crew them every single turn. 2 damage doesn't matter too much.
You're gonna get burned.
Oh, this one is 0 ability, so we actually don't grow loyalty. Normally you would consider cycling a card with +2, but you know, we have no graveyard. So that's a bit of problem. Did we just win the game? Bro, how are... We are crushing it, man. Oh my god, this is so easy to win. Well guys, I really hope you enjoyed. This deck absolutely performed for me. As you have seen, we ranked up and we also had a plenty of fun. I have to say that amount of interactions with Yuna, Overlords, even things like Esper Origins with Dredger's Insight, Joshua, Terra, everything just works together, taking other cards from the graveyard, then giving you another card from the graveyard, and you can just chain value. So it's like an aggro, aggro mid-range a little bit, but it has so much value that it's also like Reanimator, and you have seen that we can win through anti-Reanimator cards, because this is just one of the plans, and this actually took the number 2 spot, and I believe all remaining decks except this one in like top 6 were Dimir aggro, like mid-range with Kaito. Every single spot was the same deck. So this was the only one different, and it's using summons, it's using Yuna, so I really enjoyed it. We didn't use too much Joshua with the Phoenix Warden of Fire ability, but you can probably do it. Like, the card is really strong, and Overlord absolutely amazing because it instantly hits with the lifelink if you're animated with Yuna, and having this 4 life gain very often wins you the game. It also means that it's hard to remove a dance step. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed. It was a long day for me, but I still want you to have a video. We had a lot of cool gameplay, so I will cut the outro short. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for all the patrons that allow us to make this content. Thank you guys so much for just supporting the channel. And with that being said, see you guys tomorrow.